Why did the etiquette rule go to therapy? Because it couldn't handle how outdated it felt. But seriously, some old school rules just don't make the cut in today's world. From no elbows on the table to wait 3 days before calling after a date, times have changed. What's one old-fashioned rule you're ready to leave behind? Let's hear it in the comments. Here are some examples of old-school etiquette and social rules. No elbows on the table. This classic rule of table manners dictates that you should keep your elbows off the dining table while eating. It's still considered polite in formal settings, but it's often relaxed in casual situations. Always address people by Mr. or Ms. and last name. It was once expected to address people more formally, using Mr. or Ms. followed by their last name, especially in professional or formal settings. Nowadays, first names are more commonly used, even in many professional contexts. No talking about politics or religion at the dinner table. This rule was meant to avoid heated arguments or uncomfortable situations during social gatherings. It's still a good guideline for keeping conversations light, but it's not always strictly followed. Women should wait for men to initiate courtship. Traditional dating etiquette often required women to wait for men to make the first move, whether it was asking for a date or proposing marriage. But modern dating culture is more egalitarian, with people of any gender feeling free to initiate. No whistling indoors. Whistling indoors was once considered bad luck or poor manners in some cultures. While some people might still avoid it, this rule is mostly forgotten. Write thank you notes by hand. Handwritten thank you notes were a must after receiving gifts or attending events. While still appreciated, many people now opt for emails, texts, or even social media messages to express their gratitude. Always stand when a woman enters the room. This rule was part of a broader set of manners that men were expected to follow to show respect to women. It's less common today, as gender norms and expectations have evolved. Wait 3 days before calling after a date. There was once an unwritten rule in dating that you should wait 3 days before contacting someone after a date to avoid seeming too eager. In modern dating, quick follow-ups are often seen as a sign of interest and respect. Never split a pole. There's an old superstition that if two people walking together split a pole or an obstacle, it could bring bad luck or cause an argument. While some people still follow this out of habit, it's more of a quirky tradition than a widely held belief. The oldest person at the table begins eating first. It used to be a rule that no one should start eating until the eldest person at the table began. While this is still observed in some cultures, it's generally less rigid today. These are just a few examples of social rules. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. See you in the next video.